I'm Ethan. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to give you my 25-26 Premier League predictions. I'm not going to be too stats heavy because I didn't put that much research into this. I just went from my gut, went from my head. Yeah, not that much research, so let's get into it. I'm going to go from 20th to 1st to build suspense. Who am I going to put first? Who knows? Time will tell. But most people know who I'm going to put last. Burnley. They were built on defensive football last season. They won't be able to do that in the Prem the same way. They played football and it was literally based on keeping goals at the back of the net, which you're not going to be able to do against teams at the upper echelons. I think even teams maybe they'll be in the mid pack last season, like Brighton. They're going to put a few past them because they play good football. I think even West Ham will probably put a few goals past them because the Prem is a different beast to the Championship. You're not going to be able to keep up that defensive record. And the signings they've brought in haven't excited me overly. Armando Broja, who they've brought in to score goals, hasn't done that well over the last few seasons. He was at my club last season, and there was those glimpses of a good player, but got injured. He was inconsistent. Didn't have that many shots, which is maybe not what you want when you're in a relegation battle, but you want players who, when they find a chance, they're going to take it. They're going to have a shot, and he's not going to do that. So I can't see him being the main goal striker. Kyle Walker, he relied a lot on his pace while he was defending. He's lost that bit of pace now, so I don't know how he'll adapt his game to be a top class defender. Scott Parker as well. He's gonna have a test this season. Last time he was in the Prem was with Bournemouth, and it didn't go too well. He was sacked by Christmas. I believe he was sacked by Christmas, so it may be the same again if they are conceding lots of goals like I expect them to. Well, not lots of goals, but more goals than they did last season. So, yeah. Next is Leeds. Maybe along the same lines, but their football was scoring lots of goals, which they're not going to be able to do against Prem teams. Their defence is going to be a lot better. If you look at Arsenal, they have a strong defence. Clean Sheet FC. Other teams in the league. I'm just trying to look at teams in the league that will have good defences this season. Everton will have good defence. Liverpool probably have a good defence. Depends how City do, depends how Chelsea do, but I can't see them putting 4 or 5 past teams like they did in the Championship last season. So I think that was the main bit of their team. They're going to be looking to get a lot of corner goals, a lot of set piece goals, which is evident by their transfers, isn't it? It's like they're signing like people like 6'2", 6'3", and yeah, they're going to be exciting from a corner this season, but I can't see them scoring many open play goals, which I think will be bad. My team, Everton, have been in that situation before, and you can't just count on set pieces to get you through a game, to get you up the table. You have to find open play goals, which I think it's going to be hard to find. Some people may not expect this next one, but I'm going to go Wolves. I'm saying Wolves because they've lost Cunha and they've lost Aït-Nouri, and I've heard they weren't the best against Celta Vigo, and they weren't the best in pre-season in general, to be fair, which isn't looking good. They were struggling to score goals with Cunha gone. It's going to be hard. Defence looks okay, but again, it's just I can't see him scoring enough goals to stay in the Prem. I can't see him picking up consistent points. Victor Pereira is a good manager, but you need goals, and I can't see him getting goals at the moment. So, I am going to keep him 18th. Yeah, I think 18th is the right place for him at the moment. 17th, I have Sunderland. I think they'll stay up. I've liked the signings they've made so far. Granit Xhaka's got a lot of experience. Habib Diarra's a good player, good ball carrier. He's very fast as well. So I think they're going to be looking to hit teams on the counter attack. Sorry. But yeah, I think that'll be good. They're not going to be challenging anything above that, I don't think. But I think it will be tight in that pack of four. Yeah, but I can see Sunderland just edging it out. To be fair, just getting themselves above it and staying up. I don't know about their manager. They've made some good signing. Enzo Lefebvre they've made permanent. I like him. He was good at Roma. He was good in France when he was there as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him in the Prem. But yeah, I can see him finishing 17th. I don't think they'll finish higher than 17th. But yeah, I think it will be tight in that mid pack that bottom pack this season. Next, I've got Brentford. They have been gutted, haven't they? I mean, they've lost Bremu, Norgard, Flecken, and their manager. So it's going to be hard this season for them. This looks like he's got one foot out the door as well. So yeah, it's going to be tough for Keith Andrews this season, trying to keep him in the Prem when they've lost goals. They've lost their interception monster in midfield, and they've lost their starting goalkeeper. So, and I think Kelleher's injured at the moment as well. So I don't know if he's going to start for Brentford's first couple of games, but yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough start to the season. I go the striker, so I forgot his last name, but he's going to make a new signing to his ACL last season, didn't he? So it's going to be tough for them, seeing if they can get goals out of him. I think he's really good. It's Brentford. He's probably going to do good, but probably isn't 100%. So yeah, I can see it being a tough season for them this season. And yeah, I can see them doing what they were doing last season, trying to attack teams at the G-Tech Community Stadium, and then trying to be more defensively solid away from home. But I think it'll just be tough. I don't think Keith Andrews will have the pragmatism that Thomas Frank had. So yeah, I think it's going to be very tough for them this season. But hopefully they stay up, because I think they're a well-run club and I do like them. So next, let me check my cheat sheet. I have West Ham. I don't think they're going to be troubled by relegation this season, but I can't see them finishing any higher. Fulkrug, I don't think he's. I think he's a 10-goal a season striker. If I'm being honest, Callum Wilson looks. I like that sign actually. I think he'll score goals from. I think he'll be their main striker in terms of goals. He won't be their top scorer because I'll obviously be Bowen, because Bowen's a very good player. He's their main man, so I can see that. Defensively, they looked a bit shaky. Max Kilman didn't look good on the ball in the summer series, same as Todibo. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is a good player. He can play wing back or he can play right-sided centre half, in my opinion. I just want to see what Graham Potter gets out of him. I haven't seen enough from him in the pre-season to put him any higher up. But yeah, I think 15th is good for him. They obviously won't be happy being there. West Ham, the fans, they're demanding of their team. You saw that with David Moyes when they wanted him gone because he wasn't playing the best football. They brought in Lopetegui. They weren't happy because he wasn't winning. Now they've got Graham Potter who's a good manager, but this group of players is tough to get consistent results out of. So that's what I'm putting in there. Next, I've got Fulham in 14th. I haven't seen enough from them in the transfer market. I've seen other teams get better. I haven't seen them get better. They've brought in Benjamin Lecomte from Montpellier. They've lost Willian and Reece Nelson. It will be tough for them this season because of that. And Marco Silva is a good manager. He's been good for the last few seasons, but teams have got better and they haven't. It's that simple. They've stayed where they're at level wise, but some teams have just gone above them, and I think it will be a case of they've stayed still and all the teams are moving forward. That is it for me. I don't have much to say about Fulham. They need to get signed into the door. They need to get Muniz linked away as well. I think he was their top scorer last season. So if they lose him, they need to get another striker in. So yeah, I think it will be tough for them this season. Right then, so next I've got Palace in 13th. I think they showed that they can play good football in the Community Shield. Oliver Glasner is a good coach, but if they lose Eze and Gehi in the same window, it's going to be tough for them to. It's going to be tough for them to go any higher. It's going to be tough for them to replace them as well. So, yeah, it'll be difficult for them. And I don't think they've got better in the transfer window. So, I think it will be 13th this season for them. Just because of that. I don't think they can get higher than that, especially without Eze or Gehi. It's going to be tough for them all season without them. So, yeah. And I haven't heard much transfer news about them, to be fair. So I don't know if they are going to get better if they do lose Eze. They've obviously got Ez, I think that's how you say his name, Romain Ez. They bought last season from Millwall. Maybe that can be a chance for him to go in and show what he's made of, but I'm not sure. He didn't get that many games at the end of last season for me to see that he could be, he's nailed on. He's the next Eze replacement, so I think it's going to be tough. They're going to need a new centre-half as well to replace Gehi, so it'll be tough for them. So, yeah, I think 13th place will be just right for them. Yeah, so next, cheat sheet again, I've got Spurs in 12th. This will be a bedding in season for Frank, in my opinion. He's got some good transfers in. He's got Palhinha, who, if they get the Fulham version of him, will be amazing. I've got Kudus, who is a good player, yes. Is he going to be able to do Champions League football and Premier League football week in, week out? I'm not sure. They're looking at Savinho. Eze could be going to Spurs as well. So, it'll look exciting times. But I'm not sure if they can challenge higher than that. In my opinion, it will be tough for them to get higher. I don't think they'll be challenging for Europe this season, but it'll be tough. They've got an 18-year-old centre-back who's just come in from Croatia. Looks good. I like the look of him. I'd like to see Archie Gray played in the centre of midfield, or like DM, where he used to play for Leeds, because when I watched him play for Leeds, I thought, he's a player of him. He'll go on to do some good things in football, but last season he was played centre-half, full-back. He didn't play that many games in midfield, which I was worried about, but he did play well in those games, which shows you how good he can be, because he's that versatile at that young age. But then that also could be where they think he's versatile, so they don't play him in his best position and don't get the best out of him. So it'll be tough, but yeah, I think it will be good. And then also Pat Matar, I think it's going to be a breakout season for him. I think he'll be good this season, getting on the ball, driving, passing. I think it'll be good for him. Dominic Solanke as well. I think Frank can get 20 goals out of him. He got 20 goals out of Alexander Isak. He got goals out of Neil Moipai, which is very hard to do. So yeah, it will be difficult, but I can see him finishing 12th. I think it'll be good for them. With Champions League football as well, maybe they can go far in the cup. And yesterday, as of recording this, they lost the Super Cup final. So yeah, it's going to be difficult to bounce back from that quickly. So yeah. Next, I've got Forest. Sorry. I didn't see them having a drop off this season. They haven't got better, in my opinion. But and they'll have European football to contend with, which is difficult. But I can't see them dropping into like 15th, 16th area, like or 13th, like some people have them. I can see them getting 11th, just outside the top 10. But yeah, I think all these teams are going to be close from Palace to 7th is going to be close this season. So yeah, but I like them. I like Elliot Anderson. I think people will start to see how good he is this season. Morgan Gibbs-White, obviously, he wanted to get to probably wanted to get to Spurs, but Marinakis is keeping him there. Chris Wood won't have the same goal output as he did last season. I think that's obvious. He will be good because he's a good striker. He can score goals, but it's not going to be as many as last season. The defence looks the same, but it's just the champion. It's just European football for me. Can they play on a Wednesday and a Saturday and a Sunday? Or no, Wednesday, Saturday, Thursday, Sunday. Can they play it? I'm not sure. Yeah, because their first 11 is good, but their second 11 isn't the best. So I think it'll be tough for them this season. So yeah, that's why I'm putting them there. I'm not putting them 13th. I don't think they'll have that much of a drop off, but it'll be tough for them, definitely. So next, I'm happy about this one because of where we've been recently. Everton. Jack Grealish getting in the door. Kieran Dewsbury-Hall, Barry, Asnu. I'm forgetting people. Mark Travers. That's not the best signing, but it's a backup keeper. Which we need. We need a right winger. We need a right back now. Jared is injured. But yeah, I can see us playing good football. I've watched every pre-season game except for Port Vale because it was behind closed doors, and we looked good. We did, but we just couldn't score goals. Which I think now we're getting closer to the season. Dewsbury-Hall looked good in the game against Roma. If we can get Aston Villa, Jack Grealish, I think we'll be very good. I think we could get 10th. We could definitely get 10th if we get the Aston Villa, Jack Grealish. Tiano Barry looked good in the game against Roma. He had everything about him to say he's going to be a good striker. We got better as well when he hits form. He's a good striker. I think he'll get over 10 goals this season. But the defence looks thin. Jared Brandt's just been injured. Or right back, if O'Brien moves into centre half, is Patterson, who looked shaky in the pre-season game, especially against Bournemouth. He didn't look the best. If Jake stays out there, we've got Michael Keane, and then we've got no centre-back cover. So we obviously need a centre-back to come in. We need a right-back as well. Right-back cover is where we need it the most, I think, because O'Brien's not a right-back. Definitely not a right-back. But it's going to be difficult. I mean, we could play Mykolenko left centre-back when he's not injured. He's done that for Ukraine. He's done that for Dynamo Kiev. So, yeah. As new at the moment, he's going to play a lot of games now. Mykolenko's injured, so it's been difficult this season. But I can see us getting top 10. Bournemouth are next. They have a good team. They have a good manager. They've lost 3 out of their 4. Oh, they've lost 5 out of their 4 out of 5 starting back. They've lost 3 out of their back 4, and they've lost their keeper from last season. So it's going to be tough for them. So yeah, it's going to be. They've lost, like I said, they've lost 3 out of their 4 starting defenders, and they've lost their keeper from last season. Petrovic looks shaky from playing up from the back. Good shot stopper, but again, it's that defence. They've lost Kirkez, Sabani, and Huijsen, and I don't trust their recruitment getting them back in. To be fair, getting similar level players back in, I don't think it'll be that. I don't think they'll get them that level of player in. So it'll be difficult. I think they've got Europe as well, so it's going to be challenging for that. It's going to be difficult for them all season. Getting the replacements in, getting them playing right. Iriola's going to keep them there, I think. He's a good manager. So yeah, that's what I think. I don't have much to say, to be fair, about them. Next, I've got Brighton. Brighton. Fabian Hertzler, jury's still out for me on him. He played alright. He played decent football last season. They've got a young squad, and they've signed, I think, 2 Greek lads, young Greek lads. One of them looks very good. So, yeah, I think they will. Yeah, I think it'll be that. I think they were 8th or 9th last season. So yeah, I think it'll be similar. Yeah, I can see them doing that. Again, don't have much to say about them. Sorry, but yeah, I can see them doing that. Next, I have Villa in 7th. I've got Villa in 7th because, but yeah. Sorry, I forgot what I said. I did pause the video for a minute. Evan Ghazney. I'm sorry, I've got a cheat sheet over what I've said. So, Evan Ghazney looks good. I don't know where he fits in the system though. Is he going to be the Asensio? Is he going to be the Rashford? Is he going to be a backup to Watkins? I'm not sure. So it will be difficult for him to find his feet. Looks a good player though. Will, with time and where he fits in the system, can do well. But I haven't seen him improve a lot other than that. So it's going to be difficult for them to replicate what they did last season and maybe go even a bit beyond. So that's why I've got 7th. Because, they haven't improved that much. So I can't see them doing the amazing things they did last season, almost qualifying for Champions League. They should have done. But that's a story for a different day, but it will be good for them to stay there. They'll get Europe. They'll get, I think that's Europa League now, or maybe Conference League now. So I can see them doing it, and hopefully they can, because Villa are a good club. They're a club I like. Villa Park's a good place to go. Apparently, I haven't been there personally. I've heard good things. I've only been to Goodison, Bramley-Moore and a few other stadiums. But it does look good. They're on for a good season, maybe not the best season, but by their standards, but it'll still be good for them. So next, I've got United. Many people will expect them to be maybe like here or here, but in the summer series, they look like they're going to be lethal on the counter-attack, if I'm honest with you. Ahmad looked fast. Dog is fast. Mbeumo's fast, Šeško's fast, and Cunha's fast, so it's going to be awful when they're on the counter-attack against you. Šeško's good at moving the ball, good striker, young player though. Will he fold under the pressure? Maybe, but he's had a while at the top level of football, to be fair to him. So I'm 50-50. I think he'll score maybe 17 league goals this season, but I think it will be difficult for him to adjust in the first part of the season. So it's just down to Amrin what he can get him to do. So I think United, many people may not like that, but I've got United in 6th. So that's my prediction for United. I'll say one more thing. Their defence looks shaky, looks thin, and they're playing the 3 centre-halves. They've got Yoro, Maguire and De Ligt. After that, they've got Martinez, who's injured at the moment. Shaw is injured at the moment. And Suari, who's injured at the moment, I believe. So they get another injury, they're down, and it's going to look difficult for them. If Onana has another poor season, then it's again not going to be good for them. But I can see them getting that. If Onana screws their head on right, he goes stop parrying it back into players, then I can see him doing well. I can see them doing well. So next I've got Newcastle in 5th. They were Champions League last season. They've improved in places. They've got, I think, one of the best midfields in the Prem. They've replaced Jacob Murphy with Elanga, who I think is a better player than Jacob Murphy. So it'll be good for them to get Champions League again. Eddie Howe is going to be the reason they get it. He's one of the best managers in the Prem at the moment. I think he's one of the best. I think he's the best English manager at the moment. Maybe the best British manager. At the moment. So it will be good, and I think he will be the reason they get Champions League if they do. So But yeah, if they lose Isaac, they're going down the list. I don't want to, but United may sneak into the top 5 if they do. But yeah, it will be difficult for them to get any higher than that with or without Isaac, in my opinion. So yeah, it's going to be difficult. So next I've got Chelsea. Young squad. It is strong. You saw what they did last season, and they've added to it. João Pedro is better than Jackson. I think that's a very rogue shout to say. Liam Delap's better than Jackson. Esteval looked good in that game against AC Milan. So yeah, it's gonna be good this season. The title race is gonna be good. But yeah, I just think Man City have experience winning things. Liverpool have experience winning things. Arsenal have experience finishing second. So it always counts, doesn't it? So yeah, it's going to be a tough run, but it's not going to be tough. I think the top 4 will be close. I think the top 3 will be closer. It's going to be good. It's going to be a good season this season. So yeah. And next I've got City. I think what Pep's trying to implement at the moment is going to be tough with new players. So yeah, I think it'll just be a bedding in period. They won't be far off the title, maybe 6 points, 7 points off the title at the end of the season. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a bedding in period. James Trafford maybe starting in goal for them as well if they don't get Donnarumma. He's a good keeper, but is he the top level keeper? Not sure. He can be. He definitely can be, but he's not at the moment, so it's going to be tough. But yeah, getting in Reinders, very good player. Cherky, I think many people will see that they've got a player on the hands with Cherky, and they've got the best. I think at the moment the best DM in the world, who can just stop those counter attacks they were getting hit on in the Club World Cup, and they finished the season strong last season. So yeah, I think they'll be good, but I just think Arsenal and Liverpool leak it out over the course of the season. So now, my top 2. Who's going to finish second, do you reckon? Who's going to finish first? I got Liverpool second. I'll give you my reason why. They've improved in some places, like Ekitike is much better than Nunes. Wirtz is better than Szoboszlai in the 10. But in some places, Kirkes is better than Robertson last season. But is Frimpong better than Trent? I don't think so. When Frimpong bombs on, so underlap or overlap, Konate's going to have a lot of space to cover. Is he able to do that? I'm not sure. You saw in the FA Cup, the FA Community Shield, that they were shaky defensively. So yeah, it is going to be tough from this season. It will be close. I think maybe 3 points will separate them, but I just think the team I've got in first week out, and that will be Arsenal. Let me get up Arsenal's transfers because I think they've had a very good window. Kepa Arrizabalaga is a good backup to David Raya, who I think David Raya is one of the best in the Prem at the moment. Norgard, some people don't like this. I do. He's a tackles and interceptions monster. He was very good last season, tackles and interceptions. So yeah, I think I'll go under the radar, and he's great from corners as well, which Arsenal are spectacular at. Christian Mosquera, I think that's how you say his name. He's a backup. He's not going to play that many games, but he's competent. He can play, and I think that's all they're asking for him. Noni Madueke, he can play off the left, which is where they need help. Really, I think they should have put that money towards maybe like Liao, or they don't want to be able to get Scalia, but maybe someone Barcola, maybe, but. Yeah, I don't think he'll be the best transfer, especially for £50 million. It's going to be tough. But yeah, he's right mid cover, isn't he, for Saka, which I think Ranieri should be. I think they could have saved that money and spent it on someone else. But a player I like is Gyökeres. He's not going to score as many goals as he did last season because I saw I saw some stats that most of his goals came against bottom 10. He got a lot of penalties last season. He got a lot of goals on transitions. I don't think Prem teams give up as many transitions, but he will find space. You saw the game against the Athletic Club that he finds space, and that header was good. He made the run, he found the space, and that's what we'll be doing. And he's a natural goal scorer, in my opinion. So, yeah, I think once he gets into the rhythm of it, not many people will be able to stop him. And then Zubimendi, who assisted that goal in the Athletic Club pre-season game, I think he'll be good. He's that classic Spanish DM, in my opinion. He gets on the ball, he can pass it, he can evade pressure, and yeah, I really like that signing. Only 26 as well, so he can be there for a while. And yeah, but I do think if it doesn't go well this season, people will be calling for Arteta's head. I think Arsenal fans, they are a jokey lot. They are, but I think they will be champions by the end of the season. So yeah, those are my Premier League predictions. Please put in the comments if you disagree. I'm more than happy to have a light-hearted debate with someone in the comments. But yeah, so please do like the video and comment down below. Subscribe if you want. You can always unsubscribe later if you don't like my videos. But yeah, I will be trying to make more videos on the Prem, on football. I'll be rating every club's transfer window at the end of the transfer window. So yeah, it will be fun to see what you lot think in the comments about it. So yeah, thank you. Goodbye. Adios.